Big play at that point in the game. Prior, the information that you look for going into it, it was a solid call.
Mike, what has the last couple 24 to 48 hours been like for this team?
I think stating the obvious, extremely difficult. Obviously with the passing of Marcus Paul, it was, a lot of heavy hearts, but I can't say enough about our football team, about our players, the way they came out, started the game, and we had a number of adverse things to deal with throughout the game. We just, we didn't get it going to where we wanted to get it going in the second half. But you find out a lot about people in these times, and I can't tell you how proud I am as this football team. But yes, it's a week that I don't think any of us will ever forget.
Mike, can you also talk that there was that point in the late in the first half where you had the 4th and 1, a little bit less than 4th and 1, and the call there to throw the ball downfield, and what happened?
It was a clean matchup. Obviously, had one-on-one on the perimeter, and obviously the result wasn't what we were looking for. I think everybody's seen what happened on the play, but it's those are plays that you look to create opportunities, and it was a good play call, and we had one-on-one on the outside, and we just didn't convert.
Zach Martin goes out early in the game. You lose both of your starting tackles on the opening drive. How does that change the complexion of the game plan and what you'd intended to do for the rest of the game there?
It definitely changes the way you do some things. I think that's obvious. I can't, tell you how proud I am of young guys just to jump in there, Brandon and Terrence. You obviously make adjustments, but unfortunately we have quite a bit of experience with that situation this year. So, I thought Kellen did a really good job managing the situation. I thought Joe Philbin did a excellent job managing that. But it's unfortunate that we had the injuries.
Why did Adam Redmond initially enter the game as right tackle following Zach's exit as opposed to Terrence Steele there?
Excuse me?
When Zach exited the game, I believe Adam Redmond was the right tackle who stepped in there, and then so the next drive, Terrence Steele came in. Why was Redmond the one who got the initial call there?
It was a field. I'm not sure. That's the way we rotated them.
Mike, on the fake punt call, do you ever consider the negative part of it and say, okay, we're in this game, it's a 4-point game, let's just punt it and see if we can get a stop, instead of with the negative being such a big swing of emotion for them?
Well, you won't get anywhere if you're thinking about negatives all the time. Obviously it was a solid play call. It's a good play design. Their gunner made a good play, came off of it. He put us in a high-low read for Cedric. So it's a play that, if we hit it, obviously we're sitting here applauding. That's the nature of those plays. You can never convert them, obviously, if you don't call them and if you don't believe in them. So I clearly understood the situation when it was called.
Why was a timeout called with 23 seconds left?
I made a mistake on the timeout there at the end of the first half. That was clearly my fault. It should not have been called there.
Mike, you were saying coming out of the game, the Minnesota game just a few days ago, the crucial need to build upon that. Do you view this as a missed opportunity that puts you in a pretty difficult position as far as the division the rest of the way?
Well, I think everybody understands the state of our division. We're gonna reboot. We're gonna regroup. Obviously, everything we've had to deal with this week it's another opportunity. It's a division opportunity. We understand it, how important division games are. But the fact of the matter is we play Baltimore in 7 days, and we'll be ready to go.
I'm sorry, Mike, just to clear that up, on the 4th and 9, You're saying you believe that's a solid play call and the risk doesn't even factor into it because that's negative thinking?
I'm fine with my answer before. Yeah, I mean, there's obviously film study goes into the call, when to call it. But yeah, when you call it, you obviously are looking to convert it. You obviously understand on fourth down calls what your options are. You know, you either convert it, you don't convert it. You always know that going into the, there's flow of the game. All those things are factored in that decision. I'm very confident in our players. Put them in position to make big plays.
Mike, what was the issues with your run defense today?
Well, we didn't. We had some things where I thought that it was up and down a little bit there in the first half, and I thought they did a good job capturing the line of scrimmage there in the second half.
One more question, please.
Coach, for those who didn't know Marcus Paul, just what kind of a man was he, and what did he mean to your team?
Well, Marcus was a special man. He's definitely someone that, when I think of him, he obviously had a lot of success in his professional life. But if you really look at a mark of a man, it's more about significance over success. I can't tell you the impact that he made on our football team, really on the whole organization. I obviously only have been working with Marcus since January, but it was very, it was clearly evident throughout these last, 48 hours, 72 hours, what he means to everybody. And the team meeting last night was powerful. And he obviously definitely we're going to miss him. And it's it's unfortunate for his family, but we had the opportunity to celebrate him last night as a team, and we'll definitely continue to do that. His memory and his impact has touched a lot of people, and will always live with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
After the Minnesota game a few days ago, that you felt all this was ahead of you and this team was in a pretty good spot. Do you feel you missed an opportunity today, and this puts you really kind of in a bind as far as winning the division the rest of the way?
Yeah, I think we were in this game. The score, I mean, it got out of hand at the end. But I felt like we were in a good place. I felt like we played with that first half. I thought we played well. We played hard, and we had everything in front of us. And then, we weren't able to get it done in the second half, and that's frustrating because we were in this game and felt good about it. So. Yeah, I mean, I definitely felt like we were in a good place, but we can't let the game end the way it did.
Andy, can you talk to us about that fourth down attempt with your fastest CD?
The one at the end of the game? Is that the one you're talking about? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it was a good play. We missed it by inches.
Andy, can you also talk about the end of the first half, that fourth and short, and what the call was, the pass to Lamb, and what happened there?
Yeah, we went forward. It was one-on-one, and their guy made the play. It was close, contested catch, and we weren't able to make it.
Andy, when you lose both of your starting tackles on that first series, how much does that change your game, and what's the key for you to get there?
Yeah, fortunately we've had guys that have played this year and have been in there. You never want to lose anybody to injury, and especially both tackles. So it's next man up. Those, like I said, we're fortunate we've got some guys with some experience that have played in a lot of games this year, and so you just got to keep going.
Andy, on a non-football note, what have the past 2 days been like for you, for the organization, and how have y'all thought about remembering Marcus?
Yeah, this has been a very different week, a week you never want to experience. You never want to experience death within the organization, and Marcus meant a lot to so many people. and he made an impact on so many people. And I think for us, just having a chance to talk about it, remember him, and just talk about things that ways that he has helped mentor us, and just the way he was as a man, the way he lived his life. I think that's what made him so special as a person. And so you feel for the team, you feel for his family, you feel for everybody involved, and our prayers are out for everybody, and especially his family during this time.
Andy, so much of success in this league is the ability to keep an even keel. With everything that has happened from Sunday till now, has this been one of the more difficult weeks to do that, as far as managing emotions and keeping things on an even keel?
Yeah, I think that's everybody's different. Everybody's experiences are different. Everybody handles things a different way, and so especially this week, you've got to